We got a new death battle, guys. We got Ruby Rose. If this is the Ruby Rose I'm thinking about, I'm gonna go for her all day. Ruby Rose, one day.
Ruby Rose versus
hell, this ain't my
Maka
Ruby Rose.
Albarn.
The battle of spunky teens with oversized gardening tools. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to
All
analyze.
right, let me know who y'all think is gonna win in the comments. Comment now, bro. YouTube, comment now. Don't watch the rest of the video yet. Comment now. Who y'all think is gonna win? And let's see if y'all predictions is right. I'm gonna say I don't know anything about this Ruby Rose, so I'm gonna say Maka Albarn.
And skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Those red meat
All right,
nothing.
we don't need to listen to
Her
background.
dedication paid off.
Well, yeah, we do,
Huntresses
I
do
don't know her.
bad yet.
And warnings about Easter.
Okay, so who is she?
Bedtime fairy tales. Stories of heroes and warnings about eating those little berries and quicksand. So much quicksand.
Yet in the world of Remnant, fairy tales are real. Here, huntresses
she's
do
a fairy
battle with
tale?
monstrous Grimm, and there was nothing more exciting than that to Ruby Rose.
Daughter to the world-renowned huntress, Summer, who disappeared. Little Red really wanted nothing more than to be a huntress.
Her dedication paid off. Admitted
she's
into
a
Beacon
VTuber,
Academy
that's
2 years
crazy.
ahead, a premier school for huntsmen and huntresses, Ruby clearly showed prodigious talent.
Not just that, she's got the weapon geek gene just like yours truly. Ruby doesn't leave home without her trusty Crescent Rose. It may look like a high-tech scythe, and it is, but it's also a gun. Ruby made
What?
Crescent Rose herself.
Okay, that's
it's like
kinda
a
cool.
dance between Grim Reaper's Choice and a bolt-action sniper rifle.
Okay, that's kind
The
of cool.
dance is fitting, as huntsmen are locked in a never-ending waltz in their battle with the Grimm.
Crescent Rose can switch between sniper and scythe at the press of a button. Ruby's an old hand at flinging and moving it exactly how she wants.
Okay, she
despite
kinda
it
tough.
being, like, bigger than she is. How does she do it with those noodle arms? The girl can't even throw a punch.
Well, she might not need to, given the strength of her aura. All living beings in Remnant
Oh,
have an
she got aura.
except dark creatures like Grimm, though not all of them can utilize it in combat without extensive training.
That
See,
aura, guys.
forms a barrier that blocks fatal
She might
blows
win.
and even heals wounds.
It can make weapons stronger too. When Ruby slaps a cartridge of dust into Crescent Rose, her aura lights up nature's wrath in man's hand.
Dramatic, but accurate. This dust represents the base elements of the world. Fire, electricity, ice, wind, anti-gravity. Does that last one count?
Rule of cool, Wiz.
that last
She's
one
got
is
the
out
eyes
here.
of a hawk, and when she shoots you with dust, a bullet wound's the last thing you'll be worried about. With enough of a boost, ice dust can freeze over whole mechs, and she can power up her kicks to crater military-grade steel.
A person's aura may be limited,
even is
but Ruby
this?
can
I
keep
don't
track of
know.
hers with this
This is
handy
Death Battle,
health
though.
bar on her not smartphone.
Ruby
Yeah, I think
blasted
it's an
through
anime.
Huntress classes with flying colors.
I
Almost
know
right
Soul
away,
Eater.
she was appointed
I do
the
know
leader
Soul
of
Eater.
her
That's the
own
other-
group, with
Well, I don't
White
know this
Steve, Lake Belladonna, and Big Sis Yang Xiaolong. Oh,
Like, I've heard of it,
get
but I've never watched it.
Team Ruby.
But Ruby's hope for many years of learning with her friends would be dashed as evil machinations
Okay, let's-
Resist
save her after as Crest
Is that all her
moving
powers?
forward.
2.
Right. While aura is essentially the manifestation of one's
Super.
I want to see some
teleportation
stats.
and intangibility.
Hold on,
This
wait, okay.
is Petal Burst,
What are her powers?
a mixture of speed, teleportation, and intangibility. Ruby can rocket from one point to another in milliseconds.
By literally
Oh, she's fast as
bursting
fuck.
into
Okay.
petals.
Sort of. According to Best Robo Girl Penny, Ruby's semblance is extremely complex and variable. It involves breaking her body down to its molecular components before zooming off in complex paths, negating the laws of mass entirely.
AKA Super Speed Plus. And Nora is best girl. Ruby's petal burst is so quick she can make flying missiles look completely still. Good luck tagging her with
Oh,
a
so
bullet
she's fast as
or a
fuck.
breadstick.
Okay.
She is certainly quick enough to give Emerald and Mercury a hard time, and they've dodged actual lightning.
She's faster than Blake, who could keep up with the most cringe faunus of all, Adam Taurus.
Well, he did draw his sword fast enough to parry an actual particle beam. In real life, such a beam is created by accelerating charged
Look at
particles
that.
to just under light speed.
So, that's impressive.
With such a powerful ability, Ruby could safely shine her smile for years, even as she carried the fate of Remnant across the world. To her friends,
Her weapon against negative anti-life energy, like the evil goop Grimspawn,
didn't fall all sorts of powerful magic and mechanized foes.
including
I'm just
whose
skipping
aura
the
was
rest of it. I
strong
don't
enough
know
to
anything
contain a
about it, you know what I'm
bomb that was about to decimate the whole city of Mantle. Man,
18 years old. Get heavier. Finally left the
weird, but
make
I wasn't really trying to
Go
listen
left.
either.
they Ice pick.
WF. Literally, welcome to Death Weapon Meister Academy, where death rules. Literally, his name is Death.
Here, Lord Death tasks humans to become spiritually talented meisters of demon weapons.
AKA people who are also a weapon.
Okay,
No,
I
really,
know
they
about
transform
this. We all know
into
about
weapons.
soldiers, bro.
Guns,
Don't lie.
ninja stars, hammers, you name it. A Meister weapon pair kills and consumes lost souls to keep the Kishin away. Jack the Ripper? More like Jack the Fraud.
And so, the demon weapon Soul was paired with the dutiful Rising Star.
I remember when I was watching, bro, I wanted Soul to be the main character so bad. I do not like this bitch. Still don't.
Your classic teacher's pet. The kind of girl who leaves an apple on the desk and goes, "Teacher, you forgot to give us homework." And then we jump them.
As if Soul's any better, a weapon who's too concerned with being cool to do any real work.
Hey, Soul's not
But he
just
is
any
cool.
demon weapon, he's a scythe. And he's got his sights on upgrading to the highest level of Death Scythe.
Which would be a high honor. And lucky for Soul, Maka always aims high.
With that common goal, Maka and Soul formed the Dream Team. All they needed was 99 Kishin eggs and the soul of a witch. Easy, right?
Maybe, since Maka is extraordinarily perceptive at spotting and examining souls. She can detect spiritual presences from millions of yards away and can discern its nature,
didn't
stability, and emotions.
I knew
Time
none of
for
this.
class
I
then.
did not
The
pay
two
attention.
trained hard, but their styles kinda weird. Okay, so Maka guides Soul in the direction she wants to go, but Soul, the scythe, does all the actual movements himself. Maka's the Meister, Soul's the weapon.
Like conductor and instrumentalist, a Meister weapon pair cannot work in harmony without total cooperation.
Too bad their teamwork sucked. They fumbled the easiest chance for Death Scythe status. F-.
Maka just could not get in tune with Soul's wavelength. She was skilled, sure, more skilled than most.
Keyword, most. There were plenty of rivals showing her up, like Blackstar and Tsubaki.
Really puts a
Def the
damper on the
kid,
straight
nigga.
A's when this show-off is doing better than you.
It was up to Maka and Soul to improve their teamwork through Soul Resonance.
What I said about wavelength wasn't metaphorical. Rather, wavelengths are the means with which Meister and weapon draw strength through each other. Think of two wavelengths as different emotional amplitudes that must merge at one alignment.
If the Meister's the guitar and the weapon's the amp, then they create a feedback loop to
Making
increase
sense.
its frequency. That's Soul
Information
Resonance.
is
Soul
feeding my
Resonance
brain
creates
and
a
I'm
telepathic
understanding.
link and surges their strength and speed.
And preps them for cool scythe moves like the Witch Hunt Slash, a big energy strike that puts the L in evil.
As the name implies, it works especially well against witches and other evil creatures. It's not exclusive or anything.
It's actually really deadly against evil because of Maka's rare anti-demon wavelengths. Basically, being a goody little two-shoes gets her the power of purity or whatever.
Maka and Soul were becoming a synchronized unit, though one would sometimes need to rein in the other's idiotic habits.
And the other guys gotta stop their annoying overthinking, Wiz.
But everything changed after a, unique encounter with Krona, which nearly killed Soul.
Now Soul had an ogre pal in his head, waiting for him to swing on over and play the piano. Yep, Soul got infected with black blood.
Black blood was specially brewed as a weaponizable blood. It hardens and strengthens its user's body, inside and out, increasing their physical ability. They can even block blades with their bare skin.
Too bad it comes with a little side effect of madness with a capital M.
A force of
That bitch
fear
is
and sadness
insane.
all living things possess, which threatens to ruin the
Terrifying,
world.
bro.
So it was kind of a big deal that Maka was bummed by how she got Soul in a jam. But thanks to Soul, she got over it and even welcomed in their new little ogre buddy.
Now when Soul plays his grand piano, their soul resonance sings even louder through the black blood.
Giving Maka all the perks of black blood too, even the crazy parts. Bet you didn't expect that, Krona.
But evil saw their plans through.
Fire.
The Kishin Asura had arrived. Madness was spreading everywhere.
So Maka and Soul had to lock in and upgrade their
never
witch
watched
hunt
any
to
of
the
this.
even stronger demon hunt slash. They went on even more missions to reap souls with classmates like Blackstar, and that guy outran his own shadow.
Perhaps the most obvious evidence ever of faster than light speeds, and Maka could finally keep up with him.
Hear that with her fight with the demon tool Gopher, who could have
The point is science, and these niggas fight with the science, and they figure out who wins. You've never seen Death Battle? I swear.
obliterate whole mountains, and you've
I
got
don't know.
one hell of an
It's
ass
something I
kicker.
got-
And yet, Maka's relationship with Soul still faltered. Soul was the real
It's like,
star.
it's like, all right, so like, I'm just explaining real quick. Like, look. Like Spider-Man versus Deku. Damn, I gotta upload that. Ooh. Alright. I'm not doing that today. I'll do that
here. Even other Meisters were trying to take him as a
like Madara versus Aizen or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like random fictional characters fight each other and then they like do the science to see who wins and shit.
Away from Maka.
I mean, he literally moves himself, so Maka couldn't help but wonder if she was holding him back all along.
But Soul said the truth. In all of their missions, their teamwork was the key.
Bro, check it out, bro. Like, you know, if you got some characters, you was like, damn, I wonder who wins.
To their victory. An orchestral performance is only as good as the one conducting. And so, their wavelengths played in harmony, and Maka donned a dress of black blood.
It's an armor literally made of blood, and it lets Maka fly around and shoot out her soul as an epic sound wave. So freaking metal!
At the same time, Soul discovered he could hack souls and directly transmit Maka's.
I want to say yes. Just a quick search. It might have. I don't know. No. Not any official ones, nah. Oh wait. No, that's not official. Yeah, nah, no shit, recommend it to him.
His anti-demon wavelengths, basically shutting their enemy completely down through Soul Adagio.
And they finally achieved Death Sight! The dream's here, baby!
So when Krona's own Black Blood reached its final stage, Maka and Soul flew to the moon. A moon small and unassuming, but so dense it has the same mass as the planet itself. The very world's sanity was at stake.
Krona might have gone insane, but Maka still reached out to her,
Maka, Soul, and all of their friends
and perfected her teamwork with Soul. Their wavelengths were pitch perfect.
Asura did everything he could, souls with madness, and each time they successfully
the Kishin Hunt Slash! Maka Chop!
Then a sound straight for
on her wearing
abilities.
Oh, not cool.
Alright, let's check out that fight.
Oh, come on, Soul. Our target should be here, so try helping out. Hi! Who you looking for?
You stupid bitch. That is not the same person.
Little Red Riding Hood, your humanity has strayed from its just path, and the Shinigami has called. Oh my gosh, your boyfriend turns into a scythe! Oh, that's so cool! Your soul is ours! I like my soul, thanks!
Won't lie, Red. Your moves are sick, but too slow for my Meister.
You haven't seen anything yet! Focus. She's good, but we can handle it.
Let's go, Soul Regiment!
She's taking no damage. I don't think this is gonna end well.
Get back here! Soul, hurry! Interesting. Her soul forms a barrier. Try helping out.
Relax. soul, Adagio.
Oh, she's dead, right?
Ruby!
Wavelengths. Damn it, she's... Stay strong, Maka! You got this!
A simple, honest soul.
Okay, they won.
Ruby Rose,
My
huh?
prediction was right. Stop playing with me. I'll take my dub.
KO!
Let me know in the comments how mad you are that you lost. Pussy. Yeah.
Rest in peace, Ruby. But
Yeah.
hey, it's not often you get to see scythe-on-scythe action like that.
Let's break this down with the 4 categories that best represent this matchup. First, strength.
Or a supercharged Ruby's strength way higher than you'd think, like kicking this Grim through steel. But Maka's soul resonance could match Gopher, who destroyed mountains.
Now, Team Ruby did defeat Vine, whose aura contained a bomb that could have wiped out a city.
Adding up their flight speed and how far Harriet said they'd have to fly to avoid the blast, that's a 366 kiloton bomb.
It's possible Ruby's own aura possesses a similar level of, say, energy strength, though her semblance obviously can't replicate what Vine did.
Black Blood Maka got blasted by Asura into the moon. Yeah, it's small, but its mass is the same as Earth's, right?
Putting Asura's strikes at 2 quadrillion tons of TNT, over 5 billion times higher than Vine.
Damn!
So, Maka
No
takes strength,
choice.
but speed
No
wasn't
chance,
as clear cut. Ruby's a fast little gal. Maka kept up with Blackstar, faster than Shadows and whatnot. But as they improved their skills, Ruby and her friends could outspeed Atom.
Who blocked a particle beam. Though given the distance and time to react, Atom moved about 42% the speed of light. Not quite faster than your own Shadow territory. Still, Ruby's Petal Burst has become far faster than this over time, and clearly gives more than a 2-time speed increase on top of that 42%, making her well past light speed.
Definitely enough to take on Harriet, who was all about speed. Angry speed.
This isn't to say Maka couldn't keep up thanks to Soul Resonance, but Petal Burst makes this comparison close enough to call it a tie, and their speed would be key to winning in skill.
Come on, Wiz. Call it what it really is. It's Scythery.
That's not a word.
Maka's Scythery was pretty good, but Soul does all the movement for her. As a Meister, she was mostly a guide.
It's easy to assume that Ruby's, Scythery was superior. She's entirely self-sufficient at dancing with her weapon.
Soul's own control is still a factor here, but it doesn't change that Ruby's been swinging that thing for way longer than Maka. Ruby's got Scythery in the bag.
Perhaps this edge would be enough for Ruby to avoid Maka's far greater strength if she had the better powers.
So, Aura's really cool. Barriers, healing, superpowers, and so on. But it's got one big weakness.
It is a finite resource that is required for all of Ruby's powers.
Petal Burst, activating Dust, even powering up Crescent Rose takes juice and some aura. Once it's gone, Ruby's totally vulnerable.
And there's a second key factor regarding aura. It is specifically a manifestation of Ruby's soul.
And Maka's powers are all about taking on souls. Maka had lots of ways to break through Ruby's aura, like Soul Adagio.
And since Maka is exceptionally gifted at examining souls, she could definitely figure out how aura works.
But plot twist, what about Ruby's silver eyes? Her anti-Grim eye beams? Turns out they were actually her best secret weapon.
The negative power of Grim is quite similar to Madness wavelengths, which power Black Blood. Since anti-demon wavelengths can cancel out Black Blood, the silver eyes should achieve a similar effect.
But Maka and Soul's whole story is about reaching that perfect soul resonance. Asura tried every way in the book and more to separate their wavelengths and failed. And we already talked about how much stronger he is than Ruby. Maka takes powers, cause when she rose to the occasion, Ruby didn't stand a semblance of a chance and bit the
So she got fucked. She got thrashed, bro. All right. That was fun. Let me know what y'all think. I already asked y'all that. Y'all already lost, so. Anyway. Let me know what y'all think in the
Dust.
comments. Like, share, subscribe. It's your boy Destry. About here. Deuce.